If you've ever been out on a construction site, you've probably seen temp power boxes. Today we're going to talk about Southwire X-Treme box and what makes it different from our competition. So let's take a look on the outside and walk through a couple of key features that make it different. First being the actual box itself. This is made out of a 16 gauge steel, where our competition is thinner, like an 18 gauge steel. So when it has to get moved from site to site or job to job, thicker gauge makes it a much durable box than our competition. The other piece that we like to point out is that we have a crossbar in our legs. So as it gets moved throughout the job, there's a lot of challenges and obstructions in the job site that are going to beat this box up. So anything that you can do to brace these legs and make it more durable, have a thicker gauge metal on the outside of the box, it's going to last that much longer. From a construction standpoint, those are the big differences between us and our competition. Now let's take a look inside the box about what makes Southwire different. Now let's take a look on the inside of the box and go over some of the key features. So we get asked how our temp power box matches up to the competition. So let's take a look inside. As you can see from the middle here, we have a very large bus bar. Our competition is about half the size and leads to a lot of clutter within the box. Beyond that, if you take a look at some of the wiring, you can see that everything is zip tied and running from GFCI to bus bar and then to the breakers. You can see everything is nice and neat and clean. Another thing I'd like to point out is that we have the machine screws in the sides here. So if you've looked at some of our competition, these screws are all self-tappers, which have a very sharp end on them and can lead to some problems down the road if you ever have to get into this box and service it. Last thing that I want to point out here on the top is our NEMA 3R weather stripping along the edge. And whenever you have a metal on metal surface, you need a piece of weather stripping to keep moisture and water out of it. So unlike our competitors, we have this weather stripping that makes our box a NEMA 3R rating. Whenever you have a metal on metal surface, from the bottom of the lid to the box itself, you need that weather stripping to keep out water and moisture. Another advantage to buying a Southwire X-Treme box is that we have a very high quality of manufacturing when it comes to temp power boxes. There are 18 different inspection points on this temp power box before it goes out into the field. So you can see that a human being goes through every single one of these steps and makes sure that everything is correct and accurate before being sent to the customer. This is just another piece of our manufacturing process that sets us apart from the competition. Another key feature to the Southwire temp power box is that all the components inside this box are vertically integrated. And what that means is we make the GFCIs, we make the wire, and everything else that's in this box, which gives us a high quality of production. That's a big difference when you can control the manufacturing process and really gives us a high quality product to put out into the field.